C-Rod Sports presents Hello everyone and welcome to C-Rod Sports and LAFC C-Rod for tonight's match between the Vancouver Whitecaps and the Los Angeles Football Club, the reigning MLS Cup champions. Well, it's a pleasure to be here with all of you guys. It truly seems to be one of the great games between these two, as they always deliver in such great manners. And it's my pleasure to be here to be part of this fantastic matchup between both LAFC and the Vancouver Whitecaps, a game that's about to begin. Vancouver has not played in the past 2 weeks, and LAFC, they have a game every 3 days. They come off 2 victories, 1-goal victories actually, a 2-1 victory last Saturday at Sporting Kansas City, and a 1-0 victory over Seattle at VMO last Wednesday. LAFC looking to get back in form. Steve Cherundolo talked on Wednesday about taking a small step towards where they want to be at playing football-wise, and that was a small step, not a big one. He specified that it was just a small step, knowing that they're still missing a bunch of good players. They don't have Kellen Acosta, no Timothy Tillman yet, but they do have those bright young players, and Danny Crisostomo, who played a fantastic matchup against Seattle last Wednesday. He looks to do another similar thing here today against a team that they're combining the scores from the CONCACAF Champions League. They've beaten 6-0. 3-0 at Vancouver, 3-0 here at VMO. There's also a lot of speculations of today's game being the last one for Jose Cifuentes, and probably leaving to Rangers anytime when the transfer window opens. Also, we'll see if LAFC can make any moves. A big switch that Steve Cherundolo made on the lineup was Ilie Sanchez playing as a center back. Knowing that we're limited on center backs, Jesus Murillo is out injured. Aaron Long is playing in the Gold Cup right now, which surprisingly, and I don't know if it's changed since the last time I checked, the United States, they are losing to Jamaica 1-0. Aaron Long starting in that game, so that's the big news, the big switch there. Chiellini, of course, went 90 minutes on Wednesday. Of course, you gotta keep and rest that old man. He's gone through a lot, and now he deserves to get rest. He cannot play every 3 days, so that's the case there with the switches around the team. Bogic playing in the midfield. Buke is starting today. You know, a lot of great stuff that we get to see from LAFC, but man, they're either injured, they're out. We'll see what can help LAFC go back into their form as they were at the beginning of the season, before their schedule was really congested, as it's been the past few weeks. So going back all the way to the CONCACAF Champions League tournament, and how congested that was for the fans and for the teams, you know, all these loyal fans that pay. And we are close to begin this game, just waiting on the indications from the referee, as LAFC and Vancouver are about to get started. Colorful from the north end. And Vancouver and LAFC ready to kick off, and now we are underway. Vancouver sending all the troops forward. The long pass is cut off by Hollingshead, and LAFC to maintain possession. LAFC, of course, in their black jerseys. Vancouver in their mix of white, blue, and red. Maldonado in short here. Cifuentes trying to get off the pressure from 3 players from Vancouver, and they go forward looking for Vuanga, and Vela goes back to Danny Vuanga. Vuanga just waiting on the right-hand side, trying to go inside the 18. He dribbles around, sends a cross, but it just goes out and over the bar. It took about 54 seconds for LAFC to take the lead against Seattle, and Mateusz Bogisz, first open play goal for LAFC. Well, that's not going to happen today, as 54 seconds have gone by, and LAFC and Vancouver are still tied at no goals. That's a great pass over from Takaoka to find his buddy Gold, who sends a cross. It's cut off by Palacios. It was going to go all the way across, and Palacios stuck his leg out, and it's going to go out into a corner kick. Now I'm making sure, because I did not put the banner, so I got to put that for all of you guys here. First corner kick of the match. As Vancouver look to get something going, 1 minute and 20 some seconds. They're taking a long time as Gold goes towards the ball. Referee having a discussion here with the LAFC and Vancouver players. Here comes the captain, Gold. And sends an in-swinger. It's flicked backwards and into the back of the net. And Vancouver takes an early lead. It just came out of nowhere. And Vancouver, 2 minutes into the match, lead LAFC. Set pieces, LAFC have done a great job at defending, but oh man, Cheeky Palacios, your corner kick just came to bite you. Nice flick there by Veselinovic to put it into the back of the net, and oh boy, LAFC down on the score early on. It was them who went on to take the lead early on against Seattle, and then Vancouver just came here and said, we can do the same. Unexpected. Cheeky Palacios must be hitting himself on the head right now on that one, as Ryan Hollingshead intercepts a ball. It goes into Bogisz. It just bounces around the center circle. Vela goes forward, finds Stipe View, tries to go and find Palacios, who sends the cross. It's cleared off by Vancouver. LAFC have a throw in. Vuanga towards Bogisz. Bogisz lost control of it, but gets it back right away and tries to pass it to Palacios. Unsuccessful, but Vancouver turned it over right away. View couldn't hold it. Cifuentes gets it back. Now LAFC, it's just all a disaster on the far side, but they get a throw in. Here's Vuanga laying it off. Here's Stipe View. Vela waiting in the center circle. And here goes Vuanga. Since a cross is cleared out, only as far as Bogisz. Now Cifuentes! And he pulls it over the bar. Cifuentes scored in that last match against Vancouver. And this one just goes over. Hollingshead, and Cifuentes slipped, but the ball falls into his feet. Cifuentes making a run on the near side. Here goes Cifuentes, trying to send the ball all the way backwards, but just not successful at all. That ball goes out into a Vancouver throw-in. Hopefully Cheeky Palacios shakes off what happened on that corner kick. He's a man that kicked it out of bounds and led to a goal. I mean, you don't want to give them set pieces accidentally too. Vancouver were able to take advantage of it. And here's Gold on the ball, trying to hit it off of Maldonado, and he does so. As Vancouver trying to go forward. This is Gold, nearly lost it. Gold still on the ball, sends a cross, just poked away by Maldonado. And here we go the other way. Butte slows down his run. Vancouver open space, a shot just going to go out wide into a goal kick for LAFC. A great start from Vancouver. Ilie starting today as a center back. That's one of his other positions, and he's one of the captains as well in LAFC. Of course, they need him anywhere. Vela hits it off a Vancouver player. That's Vancouver's first goal against LAFC all season long this year. Of course, we talked about the Champions League tournaments, and Vancouver were unsuccessful. Here's the ball hooking. Ilie clears it out. And it's just all the way backwards as Vancouver is still trying to make another push. Here's another shot blocked by the head of Ilie Sanchez. Buanga nearly got on the ball. It's now Gold. And short, another shot taken, and it goes wide. Cordoba trying to shock McCarthy from from way out. Man, here's Cordoba on the ball. Just pulled it too much. Nine goals last season with RSL, second in MLS. Second MLS season, excuse me, for Cordoba. Now playing for Vancouver. Of course, for Vancouver, they don't have the tired legs that LAFC do. 2-week rest. Game got canceled midweek against Colorado due to the thunderstorm that happened. Yes, here we go right away. A nice ball for Vela. Brings it nice down. And here's Cifuentes! Straight into the hands of Takaoka. It was a nice switch from Bogic towards Vela, who brought it down nicely with his chest. Sent the cross across the middle with his right foot. Cifuentes just, I kind of feel he mishits it. And now Vancouver looking for a second, and he just pulled it wide. Cordova, the best chance he could have had right now in front of goal against McCarthy. Best wishes for LAFC. It goes out wide. And here's, I don't even know what happened. Just a series of header. Ilie falls down. So now it's Maldonado just trying to backtrack and push him just a little bit to provoke a miss, and it was just enough. Cordoba. Big miss here. And some of these could come and hurt you. In unique ways too. Duke putting some pressure as Vancouver's coming out and playing quick. And they switch it right away. Nice ball towards Gold. Gold looking to send another cross. Headed away by Maldonado, who's been stepping up really big these past few games. Ever since I was saying how much I didn't like him after committing the penalty at Kansas City. Man, oh man, he probably heard me, and he's been playing such great ball. Second half against Sporting Kansas City. Game against Seattle. He's kind of got the hang of it. McCarthy. In short with Ilie. The midfielder playing today as a center back. Maldonado trying to come out of their own half as LAFC. As fans are still entering the stadium and seeing the scoreline. Long ball. Buke on it. Buke cutting it back into the middle, trying to protect the ball and trying to switch it. He just slows down and goes back to Maldonado, who plays in near side with Hollingshead. Hollingshead cutting it back, then losing it in the middle of the field. And now Vancouver in numbers, and this is a good chance for them if they want to double the lead. And a shot punched out by McCarthy. Ilie just hits it way up in the air. Cifuentes just reading the ball as it bounces. Now Buke in there to attack. Felt like he was foul, and the referee calls it. Benny Sartini, the head coach for Vancouver. Right now, things going his way. Mark Dos Santos used to be the coach for Vancouver. He left LAFC and was able to beat LAFC multiple times. Returns with LAFC and they win MLS Cup. Palacios not happy at Daniel Crisostomo. He didn't make an effort to go for his pass. So Vancouver back on it. Vasiljevic back to Takaoka. Buanga putting some pressure. Takaoka sends a long ball forward. The pass here blocked by Palacios out into a throw-in. LAFC, Benny Buanga. Second time this season, took a 20-hour flight plane from Gabon all the way to LA to be able to play Wednesday night against Seattle. Gave 75 strong minutes, or 65, one of those two. Cifuentes actually came off the plane and came straight to the stadium and played the last 15. Ilie again just hits this one way up there. It's just going to fall into wide on a bouncer, and it goes wide. And just confusion here as White fell on it. Ilie just desperate, trying to clear the ball. He hit it way up in the air. It fell into White, who beat Maldonado on the mark. Was able to take a shot. Was deflected by Maldonado as well. McCarthy just giving some instructions. Another corner kick here, standing over the ball is Raposo. Run of the 32-52. Raposo sends another one, headed away by Buanga. Gold. Nice ball in here for Raposo. Vela covering across. It just hit out. Vancouver still have a good chance to send another ball into the middle. And now Cordova gets a hit off of it, but couldn't give it any direction other than in the air and for McCarthy to get it. And now we go the other way with Jose Cifuentes leading the attack, trying to find Bogish. And Bogish running on the far side, lays it off for Palacios. Sends the cross to no man's land. Cleared out by Vancouver. '23 MLS season. It's been growing. Messi and Busquets reuniting at Inter Miami, but man, oh man, I don't know if those are going to be the saviors that Inter Miami really needs. With a bunch of defensive problems, still bottom on the East. Nice ball looking for Vela, who couldn't reach it. That was a good ball. Vela actually scored a goal like that against Vancouver in the second leg. Ilie clipping one forward. He brought it down with his chest, and Vela scoring that goal. The second in the match, because there was an early penalty as well. Ryan Hollingshead. Someone forward, but Vancouver get back on it. Here goes White, trying to play it out wide. Gold, another cross with his left foot open, netter! And McCarthy able to get there. These crosses are killing LAFC. But Gold Martin just, instead of taking too many touches, just send the cross right away. Again, playing it through. This one just goes out. Goal kick. Vite was making the run there. They lose marks here. Maldonado is nowhere to be seen. But luckily for McCarthy and LAFC, White couldn't give direction. Cifuentes trying to dribble around. Ilie. Cifuentes falls into Bogic, gets pocket picked right away, and then gets called for a foul. You gotta remember, he's still 19 years old, and expectations are really high for him here at LAFC. For his young career, expectations are really high. Cubas was the man fouled. Number 20. Veselinovic going forward. Maldonado wins a header. It's control. Here's Vela laying it off for Hollingshead. Now Cifuentes under the pressure was poked out into an LAFC throw. It's the same LAFC, just a conservative team, so they have their chances. And Cifuentes had a really good one. Couldn't put it in the back of the net though. Palacio switching it towards Maldonado back into the middle. LAFC still in their own half. Maldonado sends a long ball, cut off by Cubas. That's Vite on the ball. Back into Cubas. Cubas into Veselinovic. And short to the border. Cubas just couldn't control it. Cifuentes trying to play it quick. And hit it too strong and wasted chance for LAFC. Maldonado sends this one way up there. It's going to fall into Veselinovic, who just clears it out. Cifuentes into Vela. Poked out into Cifuentes. Cifuentes trying to find Buanga's feet. It was just poked out. And Vancouver able to clear it. Maldonado towards Hollingshead. Sostomo. Hollingshead. Really gets picked. Lays it back into Maldonado. Now Crisostomo taking the role of Ilie Sanchez in the middle of the field. Palacios back towards Ilie. Who cannot go in the attack as much as he is starting a center back. Maldonado just forced to hit this one out. Going for LAFC. Vela, oh, nice pass into Hollingshead. Hollingshead trying to find Buanga. Buanga trying to turn under multiple bodies. Finds Palacios. Palacios sends a cross. Looking for Stipe, the header. Back across into the middle. Vancouver clears. It falls back to LAFC. Here's Bogic trying to turn. Sostomo sending it in. Headed away by Vancouver. Hollingshead drops it back inside before being cleared by Vancouver. All the way back to Maldonado, who passes all the way back into McCarthy. Sostomo, good chances for LAFC here. But yeah, here's the ball looking for Palacios. And he gets there, sending one all the way towards Vela. Vela lets this one roll. And now runs into the middle. And Vela clipping one forward. Looking for Bogic! And his header goes straight into the hands of Takaoka. Yohei Takaoka. That's a nice cross by Vela. It's world class, and Bogic just hiding. That's just the best he could have done there. But Vela, that's a perfect ball. You kind of want that to be in the back of the net. Bogic made an effort. LAFC with Buanga. Up ahead, this is Stipe. Stipe has Bogic running into the middle. This one's just poked into the reach, nearly reach of Vela. Bogic is going to be mad because he was so open and Stipe kept it to himself. Palacios towards Stipe, who lays it off into Buanga, and Buanga trying to cut it into his right foot. Trying to find space. Goes towards Stipe, far side, LAFC. Bogic now. Bogic does not find anyone. Plays it short with Palacios. Now here's Buanga, who lost it. Goes into Palacios. Now Bogic. Ilya in short with Maldonado. Maldonado playing with fire, cuts it back nicely. Let's check the score in the Gold Cup. And here's a long ball looking for Palacios. And they just hit it out. At halftime, Jamaica still leading the States. Here's Buanga cutting it into his right foot. It falls into Bogic. Bogic takes a shot. It was blocked. Hits off of him. Goes back into the middle and cleared out by Vancouver into a throw for LAFC near midfield. And now LAFC has shifted all the way into Vancouver's end. With the fans just continuing to chant. Under hits the pass. But Palacios, a great effort to get it back. And LAFC running forward again with Bogic, trying to switch it towards Vela. Nice control from Carlitos. And Vela back into the middle with Cifuentes. Cifuentes under pressure, couldn't get a pass off to Vela. And here's Vancouver coming the other way. It's a 3v3. Cordoba leading the attacks. It falls into goal. Cifuentes has to keep track of Cordoba. Here's a cross, back ball starts wide! And it's a second from Vancouver! And it's again another header just out of nowhere, and they add on a second to their lead. What a game, what a counter-attack. It all starts with Cifuentes losing the ball, get the ball off his feet. He couldn't get the pass off. Ball again sends a beautiful cross, his second assist of the game. Ilya makes his best efforts. McCarthy just stares at that ball rolled across his goal, not even sure if it's gonna go in or out. Cordoba lets that one go in. And Vancouver has a second goal at BMO. Completely shocking LAFC. And I think Chiellini may have to come in for the second half. There was some controversy that they had. You know, they signed a defender, a homegrown defender. They're checking something VAR, I believe. VAR review. I don't know what's being reviewed here. Minutes, but they signed a homegrown defender so he could come in and play when Chiellini had to rest. Cherundolo gives trust on Iliade, and the referee allows the goal. And here we go. We play on. Vancouver leading 2-0. Once when LAFC were starting to attack more. Vela now losing it. The pressure has been working, and they're hitting the pass here. Ball went, or a foul call, not even sure what's going on. Crisostomo, hockey picked, and has to take a yellow here to prevent the counter. Stupid here from Crisostomo, not even being able to control the ball and running straight downfield. Crisostomo, a big role right now to play the heartbeat of the team. He's not being that player right now for LAFC. And man, that goal kills everything that LAFC had been building. I mean, Cifuentes under pressure, had Vela, decided to play himself, lost it, led into a counter for a second, and now Cherundolo, Mark Dos Santos and company just talking on the bench. Trying to see where they could fix things defensively and put Ilya back into the middle of the field. His pass is deflected. Bogic with the foul, charging straight into the body of Schuff. Long ball finds McCarthy. Second time that he's been staring at the ball rolled across his goal and into the far post. Those are such killers for goalkeepers. You don't even know where that ball is going to go. Another under-hit pass. Vancouver getting it back. This is surely the Vancouver, their Vancouver fans wanted to see in the CONCACAF Champions League, but unfortunately for them, LAFC was healthy. Takaoka. Out wide. At home since 2018, 56 wins, 10 losses, 22 draws for LAFC. Palacios goes forward, just turns it over, and now everything shifts back to Vancouver. They lose it here. Cifuentes out wide. Buanga trying to run forward. The pass was not great from Buke. Palacios under a lot of pressure. Crisostomo finds Buke. Buke back to Palacios. Great pressure from the Vancouver Whitecaps. Crisostomo, Hollingshead, cutting it back into the middle. Here goes Ryan Hollingshead. Under a lot of pressure. Gets the ball poked away. And now Vancouver back in possession in the middle of the field as they try to charge forward. Raposo finds space into Schuff. And Raposo again poked out by Palacios. Corner kick for Vancouver. Vancouver looking for a first road win. LAFC gave Houston their first road win. Things are looking good for Vancouver so far. Another corner kick, another cross, and this one just overhit, and that ball will stay in play. And a foul here as Bogish and Ilie sandwich Vite. Free kick here for Vancouver. 2 goals in front of the 32-52 for Vancouver. Five goals, 3 assists, second MLS season for Vite as well. Raposo standing over the ball. A lot of flags in that big section of supporters from LAFC, and another cross, another header. This one's cleared out. Another cross blocked by the head of Bogish, out into a throw-in for Vancouver. Cifuentes goes up to put some pressure as Vancouver retreat all the way back into their goalkeeper, Takaoka. Yohei Takaoka. Wanga fouling here. So Vancouver to have possession in their own half. Thirty minutes, half an hour play. And it's a really shocking scoreline at VMO. Long ball forward. Ilie trying to win those headers. Poked out. LAFC throw. And this is going to this should be a yellow card for Raposo, and it's given for interrupting the throw-in. So that's a dumb yellow card from Raposo. You don't need to do that to your team. Again, he has to retake this throw-in because the referee was not ready. Again, has to retake the throw-in. A free kick instead was given because of the throw-in taken and blocked by Raposo. Ilie towards Palacios under a lot of pressure. Palacios lost it and then was able to poke that. And Bogusz able to protect this one into a throw-in for LAFC. Of course, Ryder days may be coming for LAFC once Timothy Tillman and Kellen Acosta come back and they have a regular midfield that we were used to seeing. Vuanga overhits this pass out into a throw-in. Too strong and away from Hollingshead. But man, it's like watching 2021 LAFC play, trying to experiment. Where would players go? And of course, the win against Seattle was a good one. And Steve Cherundolo said it was just a small step. It wasn't even a big one. It's just a small one, a tiny one. Another foul here and another yellow card incoming. Or appeared to be a yellow card. To who? Cameras are on Raposo. The referee just forgave them. Being a little bit lenient there. All the way back towards Ilie. Maldonado lets it go into Hollingshead, puts him under a lot of pressure. He's able to go all the way back towards McCarthy, and McCarthy sends this one way up there. Wonga trying to win it. Bogusz. Putting pressure on Vite. Kubas all the way back into Lavorda. As they try to intercept the ball in here, and here's a nice through ball. Crisostomo trying to cover this one. Another cross into the middle. Hollingshead just hits this one out into a corner kick. Vanni Sartini, all smiles on the bench for Vancouver right now. Fourth of the game for Vancouver. Big chance here for the Whitecaps. 35 minutes. Here's another corner kick, another header, and straight into the hands of McCarthy. Set piece is really threatening them. Here we go again. Another missed pass by the man that's probably leaving to Europe, and it's not even in Europe level, Jose Cifuentes. That's not been the Jose Cifuentes we all know. Vite appears to be a little bit shaken up, now running back forward. Palacios cuts off this pass against Cifuentes, bodied off the ball. And Vancouver making push again with Cordoba. Now Vite nearly pulls a great pass. Hollingshead just dribbling it around the 18. Cannot clear it out, and here goes Buick, nearly brought down. Buick asking the referee for a foul, but the referee does not give it. Long ball forward, Maldonado covering, and it goes out of bounds. Vite down hurt. And Cifuentes hits this one out. Fair play, straight into the seats. Halfway up the seats. And Vite, I told you guys he was a little bit shaken up. I don't know what it was from, but he is injured. "36 minutes if LAFC want to get things going. A goal right here in the first half would help them to just chase one to equalize in the second half. They have been in a situation trailing 2-0 against Vancouver back in 2021 and fighting back to tying the game. Cifuentes scored a nice volley to tie that game up. Vela also scored. Gotta check the scoreline and what's going on in the Gold Cup and see if there was any changes. 51 minutes and the United States are still trailing to Jamaica. Aaron Long was taken out at halftime for Jalen Neal. And have not seen anything from Jamaica. Have not seen the goal, but right now that's a disappointing scoreline for the U.S. Buanga on the ball, looking to go inside and send a cross. It was too strong. He hits the ball too hard. Good efforts from the Gabon international. LAFC fans want him to bring Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to LAFC. There were some agreements there and conversations about him coming to MLS. But after not seeing any time with Chelsea, ball stayed in play. It's hit forward. Vela knocked down. It's going to fall into Vuanga, and Vuanga still fighting, and the referee will call the foul against Vancouver. And LAFC will have possession. Vela just holding on to that shoulder. That was a strong hit. I just love Bella's expressions. He's always hurting. So he appears to be fine. Here's Vela. Place it in short. Palacios back to Ilie. Now towards Vela. Vela back to Ilie. They waste a chance. Or did they? Palacios still wasting time. Sending one forward. Takaoka hits this one out. And here's Bogus trying to win it and then couldn't do so. And now Vancouver may be coming the other way. But Bogus does a great job of getting it back. And Ilie goes forward. Passes under hit. And cut off by Vancouver. Ilie just goes back forward. And no control there from Hollingshead. And Vancouver now come the other way. Oh, tiki-taka type of football. But Crisostomo gets in front of the play. Foul against Vancouver. And LAFC wants to play quick. Referee will deny that. Cifuentes. Crisostomo. I go forward, but Sunder hits a pass. And now Vancouver coming the other way. Nicely done. And Gold just kind of got tripped up, and Spuke is going to get charged here by Gold and White. 40 minutes. Opoku would be such a good substitution. Taking out Buke. Opoku gives you more attacking opportunities, more control, more experience. Hollingshead being under pressure a lot and has not succeeded to get out of it. Really a strong pass towards Palacios. Palacios goes all the way back towards Maldonado. There was a game they experienced Palacios in the middle of the field against Houston. Did not work out. Bogus, nice turn and foul there by Raposo. Has to be careful, he's on a yellow. And they play right away. Vela up ahead towards Palacios. It falls into Bogus. Bogus towards Vela. Just a pass that was too strong. And now Ilie getting caught up. And here comes Cordoba trying to shock LAFC with a third. It falls into White and picked by Hollingshead. Great defensive effort there by Ryan Hollingshead. They gotta get back into defending because here comes Vancouver one more time looking for the feet of Cordoba. Cordoba keeps it in play. And Maldonado pokes this one out. Only as far as scope and save by McCarthy. Incredible moments here from Vancouver. Stove here. Nice shot and nice hands there from McCarthy going to his right, making the save. Good corner kick again. Another ball flicked in the air. Vela trying to get there. Another header straight towards McCarthy. LAFC have not been able to win set pieces here. Now Vuanga running the other way, nearly losing it, but luckily falling into the feet of Vela, who spots Buke, and that's a nice ball. Buke brings it down, and that was going to be a handball either ways. That was bogus, actually. Couldn't even get a shot off. 43 minutes. I don't know if that LAFC goal may come in the first half. They may have to pull some type of comeback and score twice in the second half, 3 if they want to win. And that starts with bringing in a defender, another center back. Cifuentes opening it wide nicely. Bogus has Vela running to his left. Vuanga sending the cross. Vela was savoring a chilena there. It falls into Hollingshead. Hollingshead back into Buke. Hollingshead towards Vela. Vela up ahead towards Buke. Putting it across Hollingshead. Vuanga scores! And LAFC does get that goal that they needed in this first half, excuse me. Welcome back to the Danny Vuanga show. Takaoka down hurt. And LAFC finally get one here. And that was something they needed. And here's the build-up. Hollingshead towards Buke. Buke, Hollingshead, Vela poking it forward. And so good there. Hollingshead, unaware of where he was going, actually hits the back of the head of Takaoka with his knee. Nothing intentional here. And Takaoka down hurt, but Vuanga aware for the rebound. As they're still checking Takaoka. 45th minute and LAFC get an important goal. Takaoka now seems to be fine as they're doing the concussion protocols. And Takaoka, I love Asian people. Their responses are so great. Takaoka seemed to be fine. I mean, like nothing happened. Buanga scores his first goal since scoring against Kansas City back in VMO in late May. Two minutes of stoppage time. And we go back to playing, so we may play towards the 48th minute. 2-1 here. VMO went crazy. Long ball forward. That was something LAFC really needed, and their buildups were leading towards that. Palacios able to keep it in play, and here goes Bogusz. And Bogusz has to get rid of it. Finds Palacios. Buanga far side, trying to go inside, falls still with the ball, and here goes Denny switching it towards Buke. Buke bringing it down. Here goes Buke towards Buanga, laying it off towards Vela, who gets a strong hit here and a foul. And Gold is not happy at all with that call. LAFC may find themselves with a chance to tie the game here at the end of the first half. Here's the replay. Oh man, Vela's lucky he doesn't get injured here because Gold goes strong into his feet. Gold claiming that he went for the ball, and Vela standing over the ball. I would like to see Buanga strike that one. Buanga over the ball as well. He hits it with such pace. And he may be the man taking this free kick. Go on, says the referee. Here goes Denny Buanga. And Denny Buanga off the wall. And the referee will not yet. Goes back to McCarthy. McCarthy goes forward. And Long headed up in the air. Crisostomo trying to cover it here. We may play till the 49th minute. And the referee, there it is, 49 minutes, and he ends the first half. As LAFC get a good goal here at the end of the first half. And now they just have to come out and score one in the second half. Raposo is hurting. He's not happy with the referee, but LAFC get an important goal and head on to the break with all momentum. Denny Buanga scoring yet again. He is one of the front runners for MVP, scoring in as fewer games as Hadi Mukhtar and other players that are in the same competition for Golden Boot and MVP. We'll be back after the break with LAFC still trailing by a goal to the Vancouver Whitecaps. We are back for the second half to begin. LAFC and the Vancouver Whitecaps, they are having such a great game. LAFC picked up a really important goal at the end of the first half, and we'll see if LAFC can build on that to see if they can tie the game and perhaps win it. Getting that goal is crucial, but also you got to defend yourselves. As the fans begin to sing at VMO. And we are underway. LAFC sending their troops. And that one goes out into a... We're not sure yet. A lot of smoke. The smoke coming out of the north end. Here's Vuanga clipping one over the head of the defender. Couldn't do so. Ilie hits this one in the air, headed away. As everyone resets and goes back into position as White controls. Goes backwards and now wide. They go to Gold. Gold retreats and finds the feet of Martin. Foul here against Hollingshead and a Vancouver free kick. Vuanga score, White score, Vasilinovic score. 2-1 the scoreline at VMO Stadium. Vancouver leading. The Dale black and gold chants coming from the north end of the stadium. Here's a long ball forward. As Vancouver trying to make another great push. And the through ball here just goes out into a goal kick. John Fremont is the referee for today. This game is crazy too. I don't know if you guys were able to watch tonight's Dodger game, but the Dodgers defeated and practically already took the series against the Houston Astros on a crazy 8-7 win. The Dodgers were up 3-0 before an Alex Bregman home run, a grand slam, put the Astros ahead. They were up 7-3 for most of the game, and the last two innings, the 7th and the 8th inning, the Dodgers were able to get the runs they needed to win it. And here goes Palacios as Vuanga running to his left. Vuanga, what a tackle there by Martins to poke that one out. A balk gave the Dodgers the win today against Houston. A team, of course, they have that history, the 2017 World Series, the Astros cheating their way to a World Series title. Raposo ain't sure with Cordoba. Ilie putting a lot of pressure. LAFC win it back. Bogusz. Out wide towards Buke. Far side is Stipe. Now Bogusz. Under hits his pass. Looking for Vela. And now Vancouver can come out the other way. Maldonado is doing a great job. He's been able to catch up to the runs that Vancouver players were making, and Hollingshead supports himself back with the MLS Cup MVP, John McCarthy, saving 2 penalties in that shootout. He's good at saving penalties in shootouts, but when it comes to regular season penalties, has never made a save. He thought he had one against Colorado in his only start of the season last year. But it was called, and McCarthy gives this one away, but Raposo's unable to control it. He saved the penalty, one of the 2, but it was called back because he stepped off his line. You either have to keep a foot on the line or behind the line, and penalties now. Not like it used to be where you were able to get off your line as much as you wanted and make the save. Here goes Ilie. Vuanga. Cifuentes. Under hitting the pass, but it goes back to him. Has Palacios in short. Palacios, nice ball in here for Cifuentes, who didn't put the effort to go for it. They go backward. This ball, great play by Raposo, but couldn't find another teammate to follow his great run. Bogusz. Hollingshead mishits this pass. LAFC fighting for it. Vuk made a great effort, but gets called for a foul. Vancouver still in their own half. 5 minutes in this second half. LAFC trailing by a goal. They look to make a comeback. Make sure to follow our social medias. LAFC C-Rod on Instagram. C-Rod Sports on Instagram as well. Twitter, C-Rod Sports. And like the pages. And Facebook, LAFC C-Rod and C-Rod Sports. Crisostomo. Maldonado. Under hits his pass, and now Vancouver come the other way. And that's a nice ball in here and inside, and a shot taken. It goes wide. The man on the shot was Raposo, but couldn't give it direction. 51 minutes in this game. That was a good chance for Vancouver. Crisostomo running towards traffic, retreats, looks for a teammate and finds Cifuentes. Palacios, back to Cifuentes. Playing it far side with Hollingshead. Has Buke playing on the sideline. Instead, he retreats and goes to Maldonado. Now Ilie Sanchez with a lot of room to run. Palacios. Ilie. Oh, nice ball here for Vela. And Vela out wide towards Buanga. Buanga sends a cross, and it goes all the way across, and no one got there. Buke is now on it. Buke towards Bogusz. It falls towards Vela. Vela turns. Vela fires straight into the hands of Takaoka. That was a good chance for LAFC. 85 minutes in the Gold Cup, and the U.S. is still trailing. Andre Blake made a great save on a great cross from Cade Cowell that Roldan got to. Careful here, Ilie has Palacios, finds a space for Cifuentes, and Cifuentes now runs. He hits this one towards Vuk, who couldn't control it, but LAFC get it back with Crisostomo trying to find Vela. Poked away by Vancouver. It does go out into an LAFC throw-in. 52 minutes. Palacios on the ball. What a disappointment would it be if the U.S. cannot get at least a tie against Jamaica. I mean, we all expected Jamaica to be the toughest, the only tough opponent for the U.S. that they were going to face. Look at that tackle there by Crisostomo to get it back. And LAFC back in the attack with Stipe Vuk. Switching it, looking for Buanga, cut off there by Lombardo. And Buanga, unaware of who he was. And it goes out into a Vancouver, an LAFC throw-in because Borda was able to get there and poke that one out. Ilie under pressure gets a pass off to Maldonado. Decent job from Ilie today as a center back. Pass up ahead, cut off by Vancouver, and we go the other way. That is a clean tackle from Crisostomo. Here goes Vela. Towards Buke. Poking this one towards Buanga. Brings it down nicely. Buanga inside and then hits it straight to the 32-52. Hits it. Good start from LAFC this second half. They are doing a really good job, and it would be even better if they get an equalizer. with a really tight game. And guess what? Brandon Vasquez has just tied the game for the United States in the 88th minute. They finally equalized it, though it wasn't the performance they thought they were going to give. I mean, many fans thought this U.S. team, which is not the A nor the B, which I could say it is mostly like a C squad, like back in 2021. But they still had high expectations for them to run over Jamaica, and they weren't able to do so. Takaoka sending a long ball. Crisostomo cuts it off. Cifuentes up ahead looking for Bogusz. Hollingshead back to Crisostomo. Crisostomo towards Buke. Buke hits it back into Vancouver's feet. But LAFC get it back. Crisostomo, what a second half he is having. Just 10 minutes into this second half, he is doing a great job, a better job than the first half. Palacios out wide, goes towards Buanga. Buanga running back into the middle. Nice passing here towards Vela. Vela sending a cross. It falls to Hollingshead, trying to send a volley. Bogusz, now Buanga. It's still bouncing around. It's going to fall towards Vela. Vela back towards Buke. Buke still on it. Finds Crisostomo. Crisostomo couldn't find anyone. It has to retreat back towards Palacios. Now Vela. Vela towards Buanga. Laying it off. Here's Cifuentes. Cifuentes. Still Cifuentes poked away and able to get the pass off to Maldonado. Out wide it goes towards Hollingshead. Hollingshead trying to play through for Bogusz. And Vancouver will get a throw in here. So the fans do not agree with that. Such great moments here for LAFC, but they have to score. They have to capitalize. They do not want Vancouver to get in the game and just lose it all. Crisostomo, Ilie, Palacios, flipping one forward, looking for Buanga. Nice control from Buanga, trying to cut it into his right foot. Denny Buanga's cross, and oh, what a header by Veselinovic to clear that one out. If he doesn't get his head to the ball, it goes into Bella's head into a goal. Oh man, it was gonna fall towards Vela. First corner kick of the night for LAFC, and here's the corner kick. Taken, ball falls loose to Cifuentes, cleared out by Vancouver. Palacios puts it back inside towards Ilie. Back across, and it's poked away by Vancouver. Offside flag goes up. I don't even know for who. It was Ilie who was offside. Oh man, what a moment here for LAFC again. They've been so close. Nakaoka to play this one after the offside was called. Takaoka sending one forward. Headed back inside for Vancouver. Palacios, it's hit out from a Vancouver player into a throw-in for LAFC. And arguments here from Vanni Sartini. He was not happy about that throw-in call. And every possession matters. That corner kick that Palacios gifted Vancouver is one of them. Ilie on the ball right away backwards towards McCarthy. Getting the pressure from the side, and McCarthy sends one forward, looking for Denny Vuanga. Headed out by Vancouver into an LAFC throw-in. Berhalter, midfielder from Vancouver for the MLS season, second with Vancouver. He is the son of the now and again U.S. men's national team head coach Greg Berhalter. Vela sending one forward, diving out is Vancouver to clear this one. Ryan Hollingshead unable to control the ball on this bounce. It goes backwards, but he gets back on it. 60 minutes, 30 to play. And now we play at VMO. And again, LAFC with Vela. Vela up ahead towards Buke, sending this cross, and it's cleared out by Vancouver. This ball is going to stay in play. LAFC get it back. Cifuentes trying to switch it towards Palacios. He does so. And Chiqui finds Cifuentes. Cifuentes against Cifuentes. Couldn't find anyone else and gives it away. But Vancouver able to come on the counter. And Palacios, great defending effort. But the referee calls for a foul here. Palacios is not happy. Neither are the fans. I don't think that was a foul, but referee saw other things. Let's see the replay. Vite on the ball. It may be a previous one because Palacios does get the ball. It was just the angle. They do have a break after this match. So LAFC would love to look forward to that break. If anything changed in that U.S. match. Here's the ball forward. McCarthy gets on it. Good moves there by Cifuentes. Laying it off towards Vela. Palacios running. Vela fakes the whole Vancouver team. Vela now laying it off. Cifuentes finding in space. It goes back to Cifuentes. Now Bogusz blocked by the defense. And Vancouver now coming the other way. Vite. Too far, but Ilie hits it off Vite's foot. And it's going to fall into Vite. And now Cordoba. Cordoba cutting inside. Save by McCarthy. Still alive. And goal for Vancouver. Again, another counter attack that kills LAFC. Oh my word, LAFC had all momentum and it just goes away. Third from Vancouver. Gold scores. Now the job, it gets even complicated here. Ilie was smart to get there, hits it off Vite's foot, who blocks that clearance, falls back into him, send a nice ball in here. Maldonado gets put on skates. Cordoba, great effort, great save here. And Gold in between the legs of McCarthy. Oh man, that was such a great moment for LAFC, and Vancouver able to capitalize. Re-won a VMO. Well, mistakes from LAFC defensively. I mean, you could say Ilie could have just hit that one out of bounds instead of clearing it when he had Vite. LAFC right away making a push. Second time in this game when LAFC had all momentum going forward and just couldn't get. And Vuanga takes a shot curling and it goes out. Goal kick. And Vuanga asking for a corner. That was close. From Buanga, and let's see, is there a touch? I don't think so. Now Vancouver the other way. LAFC had all momentum, and it goes away with a third from Vancouver. Second time they catch LAFC sleeping defensively. Bogusz, under pressure, slips, gets up. And LAFC dominating, and then, man, when they had one goal away, they had to capitalize, and they couldn't do so. And now they have to go score two to tie a game. Bogusz, Vela, back across. Holland said that's a handball. Referee! Referee! There's questions across the building. Referee stops the play. VAR calling. Here's the play. Here's the cross. I don't know, man. You gotta see a better angle, because the question, does it hit his body and then into his arm, or does it hit his arm, body, arm? Let's see this view. Here's the cross, and that's close. That was really close. Cordoba exits and Becher enters. They're still reviewing, and now we have a throw-in. So no penalty given. So LAFC players are going to be fuming about this one, but in reality, it was such a close one. McCarthy, left-footed going forward. Lift ahead, and oh, a mistake here. Here goes Bogusz across for Vela! And they're within one once again. What a game! King of LA! It's 3-2 and a party at VMO. A defensive error there from Martins, who tried to clear, instead falls down. Actually, it's Vasilinovic who fell down. Bogusz was first to react, sends across Vela. Awkward shot, but puts it in the back of the net. Right when LAFC had allowed a goal, they come back to score the one they needed. And I see the minute it came off in. 67. What a response from LAFC. This game has us going nuts. Bogusz right away, pushing forward. Vela clipping one up. Deflected in the air, nearly falls for Bogusz again. Ball's just rolling everywhere across the field. But that's a gift. LAFC needed it. Palacios towards Ilie, all the way back. It goes to McCarthy. Now this game has, man, it's crazy. Every LAFC Vancouver match is going to be insane. And LAFC, you thought they were going to be disappointed because no penalty was given, but man, they got a gift. Sometimes those gifts come out of nowhere. Eric Dueñas may come in. LAFC with a lot of momentum. 3 subs maybe coming in. Takaoka on the ball. The fans are just chanting and chanting. Palacios brings this one down with his left foot. Hits it. Bogusz gets it back. This ball's just bouncing anywhere. Palacios finds the space of Buke towards Vela. Vela clipping one towards the direction of Buke. Vancouver cuts it off. And crazy match here, VMO. Takaoka sending one long. Raposo on it. Cifuentes deflects this one. Palacios flicking one to himself. It's still cheeky. Out wide goes to Cifuentes. Cifuentes has Vuanga running the sideline. And here goes Denny. Vuanga doing the individual. Vuanga up across! Oh, it's so close. A corner kick given. Vela was there to hit it off. And Takaoka might have cleared that one off. But here comes a corner kick for LAFC in front of the 32-52. Big moment in here. Second corner kick of the night. Vuanga seems to be taking this one. Here's the in-swinger bouncing in the 18. Referee stops the corner kick, and there's gonna be a replay of the corner kick. Hollingshead asking for a foul here. It's all crazy. It's all nuts. And now Bogish is there to take the corner kick. 71 minutes. Here we go. Now substitutions will be made. Dueñas goes in for Crisostomo because he has a yellow. Buke exits and Opoku goes in. Gotta see the other substitution. Who else goes out? Who else comes in? Bogish exits for Chiellini to go in. These changes may give LAFC some hope. Here's the cross into the middle, headed away. Only as far as Dueñas. Vancouver clears this one out, all the way out, and McCarthy will come out. He sends one long ways forward, looking for Vuanga, headed backwards. Vancouver has it, and they may get off the pressure here with Raposo. Laporta, that's a late challenge from Dueñas. It's his first one, so referee will hold on to that yellow in his pocket. And after full time, the U.S. draws against Jamaica 1-1. Not the result they wanted to begin the Gold Cup, but it's the result they'll get. Dueñas well, that was Hollingshead who mishit it. And here goes Dueñas, running with a lot of pace. Dueñas towards Cifuentes, now towards Vuanga. That could have been a handball. Vuanga still running. Vuanga then just falls down. And careful here, the misdirection, and Maldonado able to cut it off. Palacios got his head and nearly gave it away and put Maldonado in a 1v3 situation. Dueñas observing the game. Raposo on a yellow. Referee is letting him know that if he keeps wasting more time, he's gonna get sent off. LAFC player still claiming for a handball. This one goes out of an LAFC player. Throw in for Vancouver. Momentum still for LAFC. Vancouver get a lucky third goal. Just as lucky as their second. And their first. Going inside, headed away. Ilie gets there, blocks the pass, and now we go the other way. Opoku running with pace. Hollingshead has to get rid of it. In short towards Cifuentes. Now towards Vela. Vela! Straight to the hands of Takaoka. Gonna lay it off for Vuanga. Takaoka Takaoka's gonna go forward. Could have given it to Vuanga, who was waiting for it. He was hopping and hopping to stay on side. 9 shots each on target. The story is one of them scored 3 of them. 15 minutes to go in this crazy matchup between Vancouver and LAFC. Has not disappointed. Forward they go, cut off by LAFC. It nearly falls for Cifuentes, but Vancouver recovered possession. Now LAFC have to get used to with the new unit that just came into the pitch. Takaoka. Sartini giving instructions. LAFC throwing. Raposo's down. Raposo may come off the pitch. And Berhalter enters, number 16. Here we go. Ball nearly falls towards Vuanga. Vela pushes Vite here. This to stop the momentum from Vancouver of going forward. With the crowd going crazy at VMO. All the way back. Vela tracking down. Takaoka on it. Clips this one and out of play. LAFC throw. Hollingshead looking for options. Ball goes back in the pitch. Not the one from Hollingshead, but the one that went into the stands. Duenas back to Hollingshead. Hits it off of another Vancouver player into another LAFC throw. Hollingshead still looking for options. Cifuentes under pressure, lost it. Had to hold him, and a foul here call. Three to 2 here, the scoreline. And then, wow, the Angels defeated the Colorado Rapids, not the Rapids, the Rockies, 25-1. What's the equivalent as in a football match? Vancouver has now got into the game. Well, as I speak, they turn it over, and now Vuanga coming the other way. Danny Vuanga trying to cross it. Vuanga gets back on the ball, and then could have got him foul. LAFC gets a throw-in. Palacios plays it quick. Cifuentes towards Duenas. Duenas towards Chiellini. Chiellini finds the run of Palacios, who makes the effort, keeps it in play, still does it. A nice job, and couldn't get the second pass off towards Vuanga. Hit this one in the air. Chiellini reading it, and Chiellini goes all the way back to McCarthy. McCarthy under pressure. McCarthy has to get this one off his left foot. Straight into Vancouver. And they turn it over. A player down from Vancouver on the sideline as Vuanga try to make efforts to go forward. Here's Takaoka on the ball. Hit this one out. Vite in pain. There's bleeding, I believe, coming down from Vite's mouth. Let's see. That's nothing. It was Duenas just playing football. Shouldn't be reviewed. They're going to call Dueñas either way. Or no, it's Artini who still has some words. Wow, Timothy Tillman, who was questionable for tonight's match, is about to come in. You will think it could be for Cifuentes. Timothy Tillman will return. Hollingshead. 10 minutes to go, and LAFC still need a goal to tie the game. And here goes Dueñas. Hits it nicely and finds an LAFC player. Here's the cross, hit out. Vela stopping the run. LAFC referee stops the game for a foul. The Vela committed. Dale, dale, black and gold. And Tillman will come in. But Ilie Sanchez, it's actually the man that's coming off the pitch. So Tillman returns. Was questionable earlier today. But it's good to see Timothy Tillman back from the CONCACAF Champions League final. As well from the words that he got for Club León. 2 goals this season. First MLS season in his career. 81 minutes. And the game is nuts at VMO. Ball still in the corner. A cross taken and straight into McCarthy's arms. McCarthy slows down. Does not find anyone and now has his short with Maldonado. Out into the space of Timothy Tillman, and Tillman retreats. Hollingshead. Back to Maldonado. Chiellini on the ball. Giorgio. Spotting Cifuentes, now Vuanga. Ball was bouncing around. Dueñas hits it towards Palacios. Palacios spots a run from Cifuentes, who gets to the ball before he was stopped from continuing his run. LAFC back on it. Dueñas. Tillman under pressure. Dueñas hits it towards Vela. Excuse me, Opoku. Opoku laying it back. This is Tillman. Out towards Cifuentes. Cifuentes. Vuanga. Back to Cifuentes. Straight into the 32-52. I mean, that's a good play that they had cooking in here. Not executed well by Cifuentes. Okay. Headed up towards Opoku. Chiellini dives on there. He just hit this one out. Ball is still for Chiellini, who kicks this one with his left foot. Offside flag goes up on Vela. All smiles on the bench from Vancouver. What could be a crucial 3 points here. Ball headed ahead, and there's McCarthy. And here's a yellow card. So Vite. LAFC with Palacios. Vuanga. And Denny. Has two players covering, sends a cross, ball still gonna fall towards Vuanga, poked away. And Tillman now, and a foul called against LAFC. So, it just stays as a foul because of Hollingshead charge. At the feet of Kov here. Oh man, this game, it's crazy. We're gonna play, just waiting for the referee to let us know, and now we go. 85 minutes, a lot of time being wasted here. But the time running away for LAFC to tie the game. Maldonado hits this on Tillman towards Chiellini. Chiellini under pressure. It gets it off for Palacios. Vuanga. Palacios. Just hits it. And a Vancouver throw. Up ahead, Chiellini wins the header. Clip forward. Maldonado heads this one forward for LAFC, but Vancouver back on the ball. Palacios hits this one into Vuanga, and Vuanga hits it off a Vancouver player. Throw in for LAFC. Dueñas going backwards towards Chiellini. Chiellini, I don't know if Dueñas ever thought he was going to become teammates with Giorgio Chiellini and passing the ball to him, playing on the same pitch as him, on the same team as him. Chiellini. And today marks the 9 years since Luis Suarez bit Chiellini. And what words? As Vuanga goes forward. Well, let's see. Fuentes towards Vuanga, hits it. Goal kick. Vancouver player goes down. But of course, as the substitution is made and exiting the match is Gall. And David Caicedo enters. So after Suarez beat Chiellini, of course we know the big suspension that Suarez received, but man, there's no bad blood between them. As Chiellini said, you know, I can be a pain in the butt in the field as well, so I enjoy doing it, and you know, it's part of the game. Things happen like they did, and Opoku running backwards. Tries to find support here. See Fuentes gets hit from behind. And a free kick for LAFC, 88 minutes. A goal would be so nice. Chiellini discussing with the referee. Sometimes it's kind of embarrassing how Chiellini goes from top level refereeing to MLS level of refereeing. Tillman out wide towards Hollingshead. With time running out, Maldonado. Chiellini. Just fakes it, and here's Vuanga. And back towards Vuanga. And Vuanga looking to go inside. And now Vite. Good attack here for Vancouver. LAFC have not been able to attack ever since the substitutions were made. They had good momentum. The tired legs too. As here comes Vancouver. Chiellini cuts off the pass, goes forward and well cut up there as well. Here we go now. Vancouver coming the other way. Maldonado gets ahead of it. Goal kick for LAFC. 90 minutes. Let's see how much. Only 4 minutes of stoppage time. Well, I don't know if 4 minutes is enough. Chiellini under fire. LAFC have to go forward and try to get a goal in here. Long ball forward. Here's Dueñas. Nearly brought down. And hit out. LAFC throw. The time running out for LAFC and Vancouver. Yellow card given to someone. I don't even know who. I believe it's for Martins. Still, there's a lot of confusion here. With the 32-52 of full force, Martins gets booked. Chiellini has Palacios open. Chiellini instead sends one forward looking for Opoku. This ball is going to fall into LAFC's feet. And Buanga clipping one backwards. No one there to hit it. With the time going now for LAFC. "91 minutes. Now 92. Would be a really tough defeat at home against Vancouver. Tillman. Chiellini. Out wide it goes to Palacios. Spots Buanga. Vela. Back towards Palacios. Looking inside. Deflected and straight back to Takaoka. LAFC players are feeling that it was a pass backwards to the goalkeeper because Takaoka picked it up. Takaoka sends one long. Maldonado, it's hit backwards into McCarthy. Here goes Chiellini under pressure. This pass is cut off. Throwing for LAFC. Here goes Vela. Chiellini asking for it. Goes all the way back to Maldonado. 93 minutes, only seconds remaining. Tillman backwards to Maldonado. It would be crazy. But they got to find a way to go forward. Chiellini up ahead. Buanga. Cifuentes has Vela running. Vela. Sending one backwards. Cifuentes! He couldn't get his feet straight. And now Caicedo. Dueñas a good tackle. Vancouver's just going to waste the last 30 seconds here. With a lot of time wasting. Now seconds remaining. They gotta go forward, Chiellini. And he does send a long one. Looking for Buanga. Ball is back into LAFC's possession. Referee spots this. Tillman. Palacios was running. Here's the ball towards Vela. Hit into Cifuentes, and Opoku couldn't even make the run, and that is the ball game. LAFC loses to Vancouver 3-2. Disappointing loss here for LAFC. And Vancouver wins their first road game against LAFC. Disappointing. It happens. You cannot win all of them. LAFC loses 3-2. Well, thank you for following this stream. It was such a crazy match in Vancouver. 2 counterattacks, killed LAFC there. It happens. 3-2 the final. We'll be back for our next stream, hopefully tomorrow with the Mexico game. Thank you for following, and we'll see you next time.